again, and Brian Young disappears. First ball after lunch. Waqar Younis has struck. Lovely catch by Latif, and away goes Brian Young, and New Zealand 67 for 2.
For lunch, but certainly this wasn't the right shot to play straight afterwards. Maybe it was the presence of Waqar Younis, but that was wide of off stump. Didn't do a lot in the air off the seam. Just sort of played across the line or through the line of it and getting a nick.
Well, top captaincy this. We talked about this as he came into bowl, Peter. The slow wide one that he's going to have a go at, because he's put the carrot there. He's brought his man in front, but Ken Rutherford's dragged it onto off stump. So that plan worked for Pakistan. Certainly for Ken Rutherford it didn't. He's gone for 14. New Zealand now 95 for 3.
Oh, it's an edge, and Latif has his fourth catch. Younis doesn't take long to strike, and a further blow for New Zealand. Thompson out for 29, and what a match-breaker Younis is.
Well, he's softened him up with the short fly of the ball before, and then he's got him on the back foot and not really moving anywhere at all. Bowls the full one. Good line. Thompson plays the shot, just gets the touch, and the wicket-keeper does the rest. Catch number 4 for him. New Zealand 227 for 7. It did require a shot.
And there's not going to be too long for Simon Doyle, because he's out first ball. Waqar Younis is on a hat-trick. That's exactly what Pakistan wanted. They are delighted.
Well, clever bowling this from Younis. I think Simon Doyle all the way out there probably thought, how quick's this first one going to be? Is it going to be a bouncer? Is it going to be a quick Yorker? And he's held it back. And in effect, it hasn't arrived. And Doull's halfway through the shot, and he's just chipped it straight back to Younis. He says, thank you very much. I'm into wicket number 4, staring down the barrel of another bag full. Simon Doull's gone for naught. New Zealand 227 for 8.
Shane Thompson waited round for the umpire to say yes, and away he went. So that's another New Zealand wicket down. It's 40 for 5.
Well, for the second time in the match, Waqar's got Thompson nicking behind, well outside the off stump. Didn't need to play at it. Thompson really just waving the wand there.
Disaster for New Zealand, 40 for 5, and the lead is just 67 runs, and Chris Cairns coming out to bat now.
Here's a view of Waqar, that delivery to Thompson, and well wide of off stump. Thompson only managing to tickle it away. Brilliant.
That's just too quick for him. The Yorker, the famous Waqar Younis Yorker, has dismissed Ken Rutherford.
Well, this killer delivery has sent many a batsman packing, and Ken Rutherford's got an absolute cracker here. Very, very quick Yorker. Very hard to play. Just look at the length of this delivery. He's just clamped down on it. A slight inside edge. I detect the slight inside edge has dragged it onto the off stump. So a similar dismissal as the first innings, but a far better delivery. New Zealand now 44 for 6.
That's gone in the air too, and away goes Great Batch. Couldn't avoid the bouncer that time. Straight up in the air, taken by the keeper, and that's the end of Mark Great Batch.
Yes, well, this is the problem that Great Batch is having at the moment. See how that bat goes upwards. He ducks, winces, and has no control over where it goes, and it's been a good innings nevertheless from Great Batch. He's got 45 from 56 deliveries, and we saw far more control and class from him today. 126 for 5, New Zealand.
And he's out, inside edge, onto the pad, and it's ballooned away in the air. Comfortable catch, so New Zealand in further trouble. Tony Blaine on his way.
Well, Tony Blaine none too happy with this decision, but we may see just a little hint of an inside edge. Onto the pad maybe, and it's ballooned away to gully. He's taken the catch quite comfortably. The Pakistanis were always confident about it, and so was Brian Aldridge in the end, and Tony Blaine is gone. So New Zealand in further trouble, 140 for 7.
Delivery. It's a booming shot from Doull. He's hit the ball in the air though, and so the wicket has been taken, and Waqar Younis has his 3rd wicket.
That's driven firmly but uppishly straight to the fielder at cover, Basit Ali.
So Basadali has the catch in the extra cover region, and Simon Doull out for 17 at 170 for 9. New Zealand just 1 wicket left. And Waqar Younis with a very much quicker delivery, which was right on line and right up to him, has gone straight through the hurried defences of Blair Pocock. And New Zealand are back in trouble if they were ever out of it. It's 3 for 1.
That delivery was an absolute sizzler. Just cutting back into the batsman and hitting the middle and off stump of Blair Pocock, who was forced on the back foot, and delighted Waqar Younis.
And as Pocock leaves, it is 3 for 1, and that will bring Andrew Jones to the crease.
About 35 to 40 metres as he ploughs in. Oh, struck on the pad, that's out, says umpire Dickie Bird, and that's the end of the test match here at the Basin Reserve. And they shake hands. Danny Morrison, a fine hand from him. Waqar Younis gets the final wicket, and Pakistan have won the test.
Well, little doubt about this decision from Harold Bird. It's full, and it's hitting Danny Morris in front of off stump. No doubt it would have hit, and Harold Bird, even with a little smile on the face, says, that's it, it's the end of this test.
And he's out. He's hit it away and has been caught at backward point, so Blair Hartland is dismissed for just 3, and New Zealand are 12 for 1.
Well, absolutely amazing. This one is wide and short from Waqar Younis. Blair Hartland actually whacks it pretty well, but straight to that man at point. And Basadali takes the catch, and unfortunately Blair Hartland doesn't keep it down. He's out. New Zealand's the first wicket. He's out for 3, and New Zealand 12 for 1.
Oh, it's in the air. He's gone. He's nicked it. Well, Waqar Younis has the last say. Rutherford gone.
Well, let's just have a little look at the line of this delivery. It's been a great battle between these two, but Waqar Younis has won it, and Ken Rutherford's not happy. Delivery is about 1.5 foot wide of off stump, and it's bounced a bit on Ken Rutherford. He hasn't been able to keep it down. He's chosen to play it, and Inzamam has taken a fine catch at second slip. So Rutherford is gone. He's gone for 7. New Zealand now 134 for 3.
And there.
As Thompson's beaten by a ball outside the off stump, and that's a magnificent delivery. And Thompson's on his way. A wonderful outswinger from Waqar Younis, a magnificent ball. And Thompson out for 3.
Yeah, I think we'll find this was close enough in where he had to play it. Let's just look at the line. Well, it's down that corridor of uncertainty, if you like. And fair enough, I think that Thompson played the delivery, played a defensive shot, beaten by the out movement, and so New Zealand now 147 for 5.
There's another appeal for LBW. This time he's gone. KG Francis said you're in front plane and you're out. New Zealand 147 now for 6.
Yes, well, it's another attempt at the in-swinging Yorker. He managed to get it across more towards middle and off, and we'll probably see that this one isn't defeating the leg stump. So he got the line right there, and although it's swinging, I don't think Blaine got very far forward, doing quite a bit, but Blaine...
Full step on the pad, that's out, says umpire Francis. Simon Doull trapped leg before. So New Zealand have lost another wicket. Waqar Younis has struck again.
Well, this is pretty quick delivery, and once again it's the attempted Yorker. Simon Doull staying on the crease line, really. That's pretty close.
I think that's a fair comment, Ian Smith. So Simon Doull makes his way off the park, 198 for 9. Well, that's the answer. He's gone. Chris Pringle giving himself some room, and the off stump is struck. Waqar Younis has picked up 6 wickets, and the New Zealand innings is wrapped up.
And 6 wickets for Waqar Younis, and this is really sums up the whole thing. Dead on line, off stump. Chris Pringle just giving himself a bit of room to hit it through the offside, but that was far too quick, and Chris Pringle is out for a duck.
Well, it's in the air and it's caught. Inzamam has it. Waqar Younis is delighted, and Great Batch has to go. I suppose it was inevitable. The edge would have to come. It did, and Inzamam did the rest.
Yes, well, it did appear as though it was a matter of time. His feet together, just launched himself at it. Big outside neck, driving it, attempting to drive through the covers, and Great Batch is on his way, and New Zealand now 133 for 4.
Here's the ball that finally dismissed him, and although I think he contributed to that a bit because the ball didn't seem to do anything unpredictable after it started its line. It was just a bit of a lunge towards it, wasn't it? But previously he'd had the ball coming to him at intense pace.